2016, a small diving boat was discovered adrift near the coast, its engines still running. All equipment was on board, but the diver, a seasoned explorer of the deep, had mysteriously vanished. Initially, authorities dismissed the incident as a tragic accident, a common peril of solo deep-sea exploration. However, the subsequent discovery of the diver's underwater camera completely changed their understanding of events. The retrieved footage began normally, showcasing a serene and uneventful descent into the deep blue abyss. The camera captured the mesmerizing dance of sunlight through the water and the vibrant marine life. 7 minutes into the recording, an anomaly emerged. A deep, low-frequency sound permeated the silence. It was unlike any known marine life, and certainly not the familiar ping of sonar equipment. Audio experts, later analyzing the sound, immediately compared it to the infamous bloop phenomenon. Yet, this sound was disturbingly close, resonating with an unsettling proximity that sent shivers down spines. The diver, clearly reacting to the sudden, profound vibration, froze mid-water, his movements ceasing. He slowly turned his head, as if he had heard something unseen lurking just beyond his field of vision. The camera shifted slightly, capturing his deliberate, almost desperate scan of the dark, empty water around him. But the ocean around him looked utterly empty, a vast, silent expanse offering no visible explanation. Then, the sound happened again, this time significantly louder, a resonant thrum vibrating through the water. The diver froze completely, every muscle rigid, for a few agonizing seconds, remaining perfectly still. Suddenly, something appeared in the distance, a dark, indistinct shape materializing from the murky depths. It was large, undeniably massive, moving slowly yet purposefully through the water. An imposing presence. This entity was far too large to be any normal fish, its scale defying conventional marine biology. It was also too fast to be a whale, exhibiting an unnatural swiftness for its immense size. And eerily, it moved with an absolute silence, generating no discernible sound, unlike any known submarine. The diver stared directly at it, his gaze fixed on the colossal, enigmatic form in the distance. Then, abruptly, a primal instinct took over, and he started swimming upward with frantic urgency. His breathing became rapid, loud, and ragged, each exhalation a panicked gasp against the water's pressure. The camera shook violently, reflecting the desperate power of his kicks as he propelled himself toward the surface. Yet, even in his desperate ascent, he kept looking behind him, his head swiveling repeatedly. Over and over again, his eyes darted back, a clear indication that whatever he saw was still there. The unseen entity seemed to be following him, maintaining its relentless pursuit through the dark water. The final seconds of the recording are the most disturbing, a chilling testament to his terror. The diver suddenly turned the camera downward, plunging its lens into the inky blackness below him. For a brief, terrifying moment, nothing could be seen, just an abyss of impenetrable darkness. Then, something massive moved across the frame, a colossal shadow, too vast to identify its form. It was a huge, indistinct shape, its sheer scale overwhelming the camera's limited perspective. The diver screamed underwater, a muffled, desperate sound of pure terror escaping his regulator. The camera spun wildly, disoriented by his violent movements, capturing a chaotic blur of dark water. And then, with an abrupt finality, the recording cut to black, leaving an unsettling void. Following the discovery, search teams meticulously scanned the entire area for days, hoping for answers. Specialized divers systematically searched the ocean floor, combing through every crevice and coral formation. Helicopters tirelessly scanned the surface from above, their powerful lights cutting through the night. Despite their exhaustive efforts, they never found the diver, his disappearance remaining an unsolved mystery. There was no damaged equipment to suggest an accident, no broken pieces of gear floating to the surface, no signs of a shark attack were present, no telltale bite marks on any remaining items. There was no torn diving gear, no evidence of a struggle or violent encounter with marine life. Absolutely nothing remained to explain his vanishing act, leaving investigators with a profound void. The only tangible evidence investigators had was the strange, inexplicable sound recorded on the diver's camera. This mysterious audio anomaly became the central, perplexing clue in an otherwise barren investigation. Over the years, many theories emerged, attempting to rationalize the diver's sudden and complete disappearance. Some speculated about a rogue wave, an unforeseen natural phenomenon dragging him into the deep. Others whispered of equipment malfunction, a silent failure leading to a swift, unrecorded demise. However, the persistent, haunting sound on the recording defied all conventional and logical explanations. It suggested something far more sinister, an encounter with an entity beyond human comprehension. The bloop-like sound, now amplified and terrifyingly close, pointed to an unknown force in the ocean. It hinted at a creature of immense size and power, one that moved with unnatural stealth. The shadow seen in the final moments of the footage solidified these chilling, unsettling suspicions. It was a glimpse into an abyss where familiar rules of nature seemed to bend and break. The diver's panic scream, the last audible sound, echoed the terror of facing the unimaginable. His fate remained a chilling cautionary tale, a stark reminder of the ocean's unfathomable mysteries. The deep, dark waters still held their secrets, guarding the truth of what he encountered. And the sound, captured forever on that camera, continued to resonate, a silent, terrifying question mark. It served as a haunting testament to the existence of something that should not, yet clearly did, exist. The frantic ascent, marked by ragged breathing and desperate glances over his shoulder, culminated in the final, chilling moments of the recording. Suddenly, the diver abruptly turned the camera downward, plunging the frame into an abyss of inky blackness. For a terrifying instant, only the impenetrable dark filled the screen, a void that seemed to swallow all light and hope. Then, without warning, a colossal shadow swept across the frame, an immense, undefined form that blotted out what little ambient light remained. It was too vast to be any known creature, too swift to be a mere trick of the light. The shadow's passage was followed by an unearthly underwater scream, a sound of pure, unadulterated terror. It was a sound that defied the muffling effects of the deep, piercing through the water with horrifying clarity. Immediately after, the camera spun wildly, a disorienting, chaotic blur of motion. The rapid rotation suggested a violent struggle, a sudden, powerful force seizing the diver. Then, abruptly, the footage cut to black, a stark and absolute end to the visual narrative. The silence that followed was more profound than any sound, a chilling testament to the unknown fate. Despite extensive search efforts launched immediately after the boat's discovery, the diver was never found. Teams of divers scoured the ocean floor, their powerful lights cutting through the murky depths in vain. Helicopters crisscrossed the surface for days, their rotors beating a mournful rhythm against the vast expanse. Yet, no trace of the man or any wreckage ever surfaced from the ocean's embrace. There was no damaged equipment on the boat, no signs of a struggle or an attack. The vessel itself was pristine, as if the diver had simply vanished into thin air. Only the haunting, unidentifiable sound on the camera remained, a spectral echo of the encounter. The authorities, baffled and unnerved, were left with no body, no concrete explanation. The case became an anomaly, a terrifying riddle whispered among those who dared to delve into the deep. All that existed was the terrifying audio evidence of something immense and unknown. It was a presence lurking in the depths, a sound that defied all scientific understanding. This sound had swallowed a man whole, leaving behind only a terrifying echo of its presence. The incident served as a chilling reminder of the ocean's unfathomable mysteries. It hinted at entities far beyond human comprehension, dwelling in the crushing darkness below. The bloop's echo became a legend, a cautionary tale for those who ventured too far. It spoke of the thin veil between the known and the terrifyingly unknown. The ocean, vast and ancient, held secrets that humanity was perhaps not meant to uncover, and sometimes those secrets reached out, pulling the unwary into their silent, watery embrace. The diver's final moments, captured on film, became a testament to this profound, terrifying truth. a stark warning that some depths are best left undisturbed, their inhabitants unseen. The sound, a low-frequency rumble, resonated not just through water, but through the very soul. It was a primal sound, a call from an age before man, before light. The shadow, fleeting yet immense, left an indelible mark on the collective imagination. It was a glimpse into a world where scale and form were distorted, terrifyingly alien. The wild spin of the camera, a final, desperate act, conveyed the sheer panic. It showed the overwhelming force that had consumed the diver in an instant. The blackness that followed was not just the end of a recording, but the end of a life. It was the ultimate silence, the void where all sound and light ceased to exist. The lack of physical evidence only deepened the mystery, fueling speculation and fear. How could a man simply vanish without a trace, leaving only an auditory ghost? The scientific community struggled to categorize the sound, unable to match it. It did not fit any known biological or geological phenomena, defying all logic. The bloop had been a distant, theoretical hum. This was an intimate, deadly roar. It was a sound that had moved from the realm of hypothesis to horrifying reality. The incident became a stark reminder of humanity's insignificance in the face of nature's power, especially the power of the deep ocean, a realm still largely unexplored and untamed. The diver's camera, a silent witness, held the only key to his final moments. It was a digital tombstone, recording the last sounds and sights of a life extinguished. The echo of the bloop, once a scientific curiosity, now carried a sinister weight. It was a harbinger of the unknown, a chilling melody from the abyss. And though the search was called off, the questions lingered, unanswered and unsettling. What truly lurked in those lightless depths, capable of such swift, silent predation? The ocean kept its secrets, as it always had, but this time it left a terrifying clue, a sound that would forever haunt the dreams of those who heard it, a sound that spoke of an ancient, immense power, indifferent to human life. The diver's fate became a dark fable, a whisper of the leviathans that still roam, a testament to the vast, terrifying beauty and danger of the unexplored world. And the bloop's echo continued to resonate, a low, persistent hum in the back of the mind, a reminder that some mysteries are best left undisturbed, lest they reach out and claim you.